That's all I'm chasing right now is another hit, just to erase all the pain and erase the memories. I've been out in the streets, tricking, selling myself for drugs, for money.
I started out, like everybody else in good spirits and, with a house, and everything got smoked up in the pipe within a week or two.
All I ever want to be was a good mom. I got 5 kids. I miss them dearly, but I choose crack over my kids. I choose crack over everything because it numbs me. It takes away my pain.
I just recently lost a soulmate and a really good friend of mine, and his name's Tay. I was with him for 9 years throughout this whole addiction, and I lost him this past summer.
I escaped a serial killer in Charlotte, North Carolina, about 6 months ago. A real serial killer. So it's scary out here.
I look at myself in the mirror and I see myself still. I mean, I see a beautiful person trying to get out of a evil place.
Hey guys, my name is Tiffany, 37 years old. I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina, but I came here from Oxford, North Carolina. I'm in Richmond, Virginia right now. I've been here about a month. I came here with a trucker and ended up getting out because we started arguing and relapsed, and I've been smoking crack ever since. And it was like 10 years now, but it's only been a month. And if I can tell anybody, just stay out drugs. And the thing that happened with me is my childhood. My childhood really messed me up. That's what got me on. My parents used to tell me for and all I ever want to be was a good mom. I got 5 kids. I miss them dearly, but I choose crack over my kids. I choose crack over everything because it numbs me. It takes away my pain. And really, that's all I'm chasing right now is another hit, just to erase all the pain and erase the memories. I've been out in the streets, tricking, selling myself for drugs, for money, and just a lost soul out here. Trying to get it better. I do believe in God, and I do believe one day God gonna make things right. I just gotta keep faith and do the footwork. That's all really I got to say, y'all.
Who introduced you to using?
My parents, they always smoked around me and my brother as kids. I used to get sold to do kiddie when I was a kid, and they're passed away now. Like, all my family passed away back to back, and I didn't know how to take it.
So would you say you resent your parents for putting you through that trauma?
And yeah, I resent them because I do drugs. I would never put my kids in harm's way to do it. I felt like I was a better parent because I left home to do it, but at the end of the day, I wasn't because I left them to do drugs instead of doing it around them. First time I smoked, it was always weed. And then the first time I smoked was in my early 20s. I did heroin in my early 20s, but I quit the needle 14 years ago. And I just can't get away from the crack. It just numbs me and makes me feel normal from my PTSD and everything. It makes my senses heighten. I deal with deja vu, very spiritual. They sound crazy. I see stuff other people don't see, like demons and stuff like that, even when I'm not. But it's just the devil trying to bring me down. That's all it is. You believe in God, you believe there's bad. There's good and there's bad always in this world. So I kind of say to myself as a loner, I don't fit in.
So you don't fit in?
I don't fit in nowhere. I can be in a crowd room and still feel lonely, with or without drugs. And drugs kind of just make me feel like I fit in, like I'm not so out of the ordinary and crazy. So,
have you lost any friends out here?
Really, there's no true friends out here. People do anything for anything. I'm not one of them. I don't treat people how they treat me. I treat people better. I might cuss somebody out in a heartbeat, but I demand respect. No matter what I do, don't disrespect me, because I don't steal from nobody. I don't put no one in harm's way. I'm there for anybody if they need it, because I know how it is not to have no one, not to have nothing. So.
How do you make your money to support your addiction?
I trick.
How much would you say that you spend a day?
On drugs, whatever I get. I make sure I eat, I get my cigarettes, I take a shower daily, I have to pay for all that, but at the end of the day, I'm out here working every day, and I'm scared to get in any car because I escaped a serial killer in Charlotte, North Carolina, about 6 months ago, a real serial killer. The cop said they had his sketch, but I got sex trafficking is real. So it's scary out here. You can feel someone's going to do something dirty to you, especially if they kept raising the price, and they say your price is too high. So it's scary to make money out here. Everybody's not good people. A clanket strap almost got around my neck. The guy told me he was going to kill me. They gave me no money, no nothing, and drove me around for hours. And I was hyperventilating, and I talked him into turning on the AC in the van, one of the new Dodge Caravans, the tall ones. Girls, don't get in vans that have the windows covered, okay? Don't get in nothing shiesty like that. It's a bad situation. Any windows covered in the back or on the side of the van, do not get in vans, period. That's all I can say. The doors wasn't open. He laughed at me. I mean, I had the ratchet strap tied around my neck. I begged him. I prayed. He laughed when I prayed. I begged him to let me out of the van. He wouldn't do it. I begged him to turn the AC on. I was hyperventilating. He turned it on, and when he did, I leaped over the seat like a frog, grabbed the doorknob, and ran as fast as I could. So, yeah.
Would you say Richmond is a dangerous city?
Richmond is petty. It's not really dangerous. Durham, North Carolina, Henderson, North Carolina, more dangerous. Because a person can get shot right in front of you. Down here is treacherous. It's treacherous. They do just for kicks. You might get caught into somewhere and might get jumped. Just for laughs and giggles, shits and giggles. You might have nothing to give them but your blood. That's it. But it is what it is. Where I'm from, it's more gang related. Here it's just more like the trenches. So, but I'm good. No matter where I go, cause God got me. I'm covered by the blood of Christ. Y'all better believe in Him. He said, "You believe, you shall receive."
Last time you saw your kid?
My kids, I have 5 kids a year ago. He won't let me see them, which I don't blame him. I just relapsed 3 months ago, so yeah, I've seen them on FaceTime and shit, but I'm ashamed to see them when I don't want them to see me like this.
So would you say your relationship with God got stronger
Yeah.
as you
Been in the streets? Yeah, and I tell people about God every day. Every day I talk to people about God. Because no matter what we're doing, Jesus was there for the winos, the prostitutes, the gamblers. Jesus walked with them. You know? Everyone's got good and bad. No one's perfect out here. Everyone has some kind of addiction. Everyone.
What's one thing you learned about yourself out here?
That I'm strong and that I can survive anything.
What advice could you give a younger generation that might want to step out and do?
Man, stay in school and don't do drugs. Don't follow the crowd. Be something different. Live your dream. If anybody says you can't do it, you can do it 10 times better. Just never give up. Don't let anybody put you down. Call your names. If they do, don't believe it. Believe it. Believe in yourself and believe in God.
One message for your kids as you were watching a little bit.
Well, baby, I love y'all, and I'm sorry. Mama gonna get it right one day, but I do love y'all.
You believe in God. You said you put above everything.
They say, well, I don't put God above God. I pray to God every day.
So
I talk to God while I walk.
you have the faith, but faith without works is dead. What are you doing?
Okay, it's His will. So maybe He's got me in the street to talk to some people and bring them up to live His will right now. Everyone goes through things for a reason. Maybe I'm out here to tell people about God. You know how many times I've saved people that has overdose, or talk to them and tell them just, lift your head up. It's gonna get better. I was telling myself that also. So we go through what we go through. No, I'm not perfect. I'll never be perfect. But as long as I keep believing, it will get better one day.
You think people judge you on charity days up there?
Oh, no doubt. People judge you anyways, whether you're doing good or bad. Yeah, people always gonna talk about you. Medea said this, y'all. They always gonna talk about you whether you're doing good or bad. It don't even matter. So just do you and keep your head up and try to survive the best way you can. No matter what anybody says, ain't nobody living your life for you. You're living your own life. And life is short, so you better live it. And if you can give somebody advice through it, give them some advice. So it's our testimony. We're here to help others, not to tear them down. That's what people didn't realize.
Hello, my name is Valerie, aka V, aka Velma, and I'm 36 years old. And I'm from East Baltimore, but I've been living out here for 9 years, Southwest Baltimore. I'm from East Baltimore. I grew up in Highlandtown and Dundalk. I'll be 36 on the 15th of April. I started out, like everybody else, in good spirits and, with a house, and everything got smoked up in the pipe within a week or two. So as soon as I started smoking, well, let me backtrack to how I got started smoking. My mother, she was with a guy, and they decided to do some transporting for, I guess, money issues, but I started to cook for them, and I wasn't even interested in smoking it then. I just started to cook for them because I was trying to make extra money on the side. So I just had my daughter, and I guess I got a little too curious and tried my cooking, and that's all she wrote. I mean, I started smoking heavily from there. It just, like I said, everything went up in the pipe within a week or two. So, I mean, everything must go. Everything. I just turned 24.
You mentioned your daughter. Where's she at now?
She's with her grandparents and her father in Essex. I think he's suffering with addiction too. So, mainly her grandparents.
What's your relationship with your daughter like?
It's great.
Yeah.
They're the only ones that are getting in my way, which is crazy because, a daughter should have her mother regardless. And my daughter never seen me in active addiction, fortunately. I'm sure she's seen her father, but she never seen me in active addiction, so I don't know why they're trying to keep me from her. I think it's more of control issues. Honestly, I think they kept me around for them to have a granddaughter. I mean, anybody can see why they wouldn't want a child around in active addiction, because you come in and out their life, and it's not fair for them, but it's also not fair for her not to have a mother in her life. Why should she have her father in active addiction and not her mother?
What would it take for you to get back in her life?
Obviously me being clean and, back on my feet again, like I was when I first had her. I had her till she was about 3, and then my grandmother took over, fortunately, and my grandma passed away. So the weird thing is, I was seeing her when my grandma was still alive, and then of course when she passed away, they took over and then stopped letting me call her and was blocking all my numbers and stuff like that. So that kind of hurt really bad. I mean, it hurt really bad. Not kinda, it hurt. I'm in my own rehab, I guess, in a way. Like, I've done so much NA, and I still go to meetings and stuff like that, but it's been a struggle lately for me to get back into rehab. It's like the streets are pulling me back in no matter what. Like, I try to get out. I went to my dad's recently. I cold turkeyed everything. This was when the snowstorm hit, and it's like these streets were calling me back. So I came back, and it started over again. Like, I don't understand it. It might be a spiritual thing. I don't know. I'm not sure. Shower is a blessing. Probably like 2-3 times a week if I'm lucky. But I'm always washing myself off, you know what I mean? Every day I have to. Like, I'm a freak about staying clean, but it's hard. It's hard out here. It's like, I'm so grateful for a shower when I'm able to get one. It's like, people take advantage of that shit. They don't know how like of a necessity that is for your body. You have to take showers every day. Because dead skin, like, all bacteria is not good.
How many friends have you lost to overdoses?
Oh my God. So I just recently lost a soulmate and a really good friend of mine, and his name's Tay. And I was with him for 9 years throughout this whole addiction. And I lost him this past summer, which explains why I'm also, like, not in a house right now and, like, doing as bad as I am, because when I lost him, we were kind of like a team, and so that took a big toll on me. That was like my other half, and I lost him very recently, but I lost a lot of friends in this past year or two. I lost my cousin, and around the same time as him, they both got murdered. And then all the girls that I've had as friends of mine over the last 9 years, I probably lost 6 of them due to overdose or infection. So that really hurts.
Are you ever afraid that one day it might be your last day?
Every day. Every day. I'm not exempt. I'm not exempt, and I'm not a superwoman. I got stuck up in that graveyard one time with a guy, and he strangled me and tried not to let me go. And somehow, for some reason, like, the police were across the street. I don't know what they were doing, but they were at the school across the street. And he had his hand over my my throat, and I was like I swear to God, I almost went out, but in the split second, I had kneed him in the nuts, and I slipped underneath his legs and got out and started running and screaming for help. And the police were right there, so they came and they were like, "What's going on? What's going on?" And they tried to catch the guy, but the guy had gotten away quicker than I thought. So that's probably like the worst thing that's happened to me. I've been pretty much protected or blessed for the last 9 years I've been out here. Nothing too horrible, except for the the whole addiction thing. Lately, it's been really hard to make money. So honestly, it's been like $50 to $60 a day lately. It's not too bad.
What do you typically do for money?
Prostitution.
Gotcha.
Yeah, or whatever I can, whatever, by any means necessary to get what I need to get. I've gotten raped numerous times, held hostage by gunpoint. I don't know how I keep missing my my death date. I don't know how I keep escaping it. Maybe my purpose is to get out and help other people by sharing my story.
What's your most joyous moment?
Giving birth to my daughter and my son, because I survived. I had emergency C-sections for both. My daughter's 13. My son is, December. My son is adopted right now, so he got adopted at birth, 2017 is when he was born. But yeah, that's probably my most joyous moment, having my two kids, a son and a daughter. Then my son erupted my uterus, so I don't have a uterus, I can't have any more kids. So God gave me, a boy and a girl. Lately, I've been sleeping on the street. Wherever I pass out, I caught myself last night sleeping on the side of fucking Monroe Street by the hole, and I was just curled up in a ball, just sleeping. And this coke ain't helping either, because it's garbage. It's not doing much for me. It's honestly putting me to sleep. I think it's all a mental thing, for real, with that. There's no real drugs anymore. There's nothing out here. It's all fentanyl and barbiturates and chemicals. And I don't shoot up, so... But it doesn't matter, because people are still getting the stores either way. The xylazine swords or the MRSA, what's coming out of your pores. I mean, it's trying to escape your body, so it's trying to, output, so it's getting infected. Disgusting environment. I mean, look at it out here. It's fucking disgusting. I typically take care of the infection that tries to escape my body when, you get a cut on any part of your body, and tries to escape it by pretty much giving you like a boil looking thing, like a pimple. Starts out as that, and then it just tries to come to a head and come out. I mean, that's the way the chemicals are trying to come out your body. Xylazine, I don't know. It's some weird shit.
What's the next chapter?
Being with my daughter and my father, giving him his life back, because he's alone now, and it's not fair. I mean, he should have at least one of his kids with him, helping him. He raised me, so I mean, he deserves that. Getting older, he still works, and he's an active addiction too. He's an alcoholic. But I just want to take care of my dad and my daughter, get back to work. That would be awesome if I could just put this all to a halt and just go back to a normal life. But that's not how it goes. It takes time. If you're a strong person, or strong-willed, or even strong physically, you can get through it. I think they're more scared of the mental part, or I was more scared of the mental part than physical. Typically, it's just a day or two of laying in bed, kind of throwing up yourself. You can't really eat much, but after the day or two is over, it's typically just you really don't have energy. Your body might hurt, but you can get through that with Tylenol. Maybe a cocktail of some sleeping medication. You just want to sleep through it, for real. Yeah. People make it a bigger deal than it really is. It's not that serious. You're around other people withdrawing. It's cold in there. You can't get comfortable no matter what. That's just miserable. Honestly, I would not suggest that. I was on Dundalk Avenue before I came here. Probably for about, I want to say 7 years. The first time I used. I think I was about 18, and an ex-boyfriend of mine who was 25 at the time introduced me to Perkins, and it's kind of like a synthetic heroin. So I started using those. It became really expensive, and then I got into heroin, and also the crack was at the strip club too. Both go hand in hand with these girls, so they introduced me to the and at the same time. So at the club, and an ex-boyfriend was how I got introduced to the drug.
What do you see when you look in the mirror?
Well, I see me. I still love myself in some sort of way, I feel like. Because I can look in the mirror and still see an opportunity for there to be another chance for me in life. You know, I don't feel like this is the end. I look at myself in the mirror and I see myself still. I mean, I see a beautiful person trying to get out of a evil place.
Do you feel like every day is like a constant chase for you?
Yeah, I feel like every day is a constant chase by something else. For something else is chasing me. I'm not chasing something. Something's chasing me. If it makes sense. Probably not, but it makes sense in my head. Yeah.
From sun up to sundown, oh, and after that, what does a typical day look like for you?
A typical day from sun up to sundown, well, it starts at nothing, and then hopefully by the 12 o'clock noon, I have some sort of money to start my day, you know, and I eat first by all means. I eat something and I make sure I have plenty of fluids in my body because my energy is there, because you need energy in order to even walk or move around and get any type of money. So by all means, the drugs aren't first. It's taking care of my body and, you know, my mind first by eating and drinking plenty of fluids, and then maybe I take a hit or get you know, some crack, and that'll get me going, but it's always last. I'm not too typically addicted to it like most people around here. I don't need a pill to start me in my day. Honestly, I think it's the food I'm more addicted to in the morning. So like by sundown, I'm either still moving around trying to find, you know, a good high, you know, by that time, because I'm already energized and stuff like that, and usually I never find it, so you know, just typical what's it called, insanity. A year from now, I see myself away from this ratchet, evil ass place. I mean, this place is nobody. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. Southwest Baltimore. It's definitely somewhere you don't want to be at. In addiction, people say it's easy, everything's arm's reach, but it's typically just killing yourself even faster around here. Everything might be an arm's reach, but is that a good thing to become comfortable and complacent in your addiction to where you're just drowning in a fucking cesspool of bacteria and infection? I mean, that's really what it is out here. I don't want to be around here in a year, and I won't be. Hopefully, not hopefully, I will be back at home with my dad and seeing my daughter in a year. And that's my goal, and it'll happen. Speak things into existence. That's how I go. That's how I live my life. Because that always worked for me, speaking things into existence. It always just happens.
One message, if your kids was watching, what would it be?
Angelina, I wish I could be with you right now. But you know, between you and I, no matter what, when we speak, you know, no time has passed. And I love you and I miss you so much. And I wish I could be there for you. But I'll be back there soon, don't worry. I will. And it'll be like no time has passed. And I'm sorry.
What advice could you give the younger generation that might want to step out here?
If you want to die, go ahead and do it. But just don't do it. I mean, like I said, unless you're trying to unless you're on a suicide mission, don't come out here. Don't even pick up. If you already picked up already, try to get help and get out as fast as possible, because it only gets worse from there. A bottom will bottom out, and then you'll be in your next bottom, and that'll bottom out. There's never a bottom. There's never a last bottom. Everybody just know, if you're in active addiction now and you have a hankering for coming out and trying the streets. Look, the streets don't care about anybody. So just know it doesn't, and there's no way out after you come in unless you want to get out. So, and that's hard enough.